Well, good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. Motorhoming fun. Well, we've come out for a little walk and talk this morning. We're over East Carlton Park in Northamptonshire, and we've also come over, we've just done a little camper van look around, tour around. So we'll just spin you around. As I say, it's a lovely morning here in Northamptonshire. So we've just done a little bit of a walk about the new camper van. As you can see, it's looking quite nice now, smart looking and that. So we just filmed a little review on it, so hope you do watch that and enjoy that. So we've got Bo and Sky with us today, so we're just going to have a nice little wander and have a little chat about things, what's going on and what's coming up at the end of the week when we're away. So let's take you with us. So as I say, East Carlton Park, a nice little country park. We've been here before. There's a bit of an old stately home in disrepair, which we will show you at some point. You've probably seen it on our other vlogs from here. We've got a bit of an old steam engine going on in front of us. So this is one of the old engines from one of the old steelworks. They were going to do a restoration on this years ago, but it never come to fruition and that. But it's just a little bit of a wreck at the moment here and that. But one day you never know. So we'll just show you down by the cafe area. It's just a little map of the East Carlton Country Park. There's various routes and walks you can go on. We have got the drone with us today. I haven't flown the drone for about 7-8 weeks since we're last in Swanage, so we might get a quick flight at some point here, everybody. Get me some practice for when we're away. So this is a little cafe area. You can see a few bits here from the old ironworks and Corby Steel Works and the quarries. And normally there's some plant stalls here open at the weekends and that. A little bit of a ice cream shop. You got the main little kiddies playground there. You got the big bucket from the old crane, which used to be called the walking drag line. As I say, it's a free admission park, this one. No paying to park, which is quite good nowadays. Everywhere is normally paying for your parking. Right, well that's my Sky. Some of you might have seen last week I did put on Facebook. She went to the vets, she had some x-rays, and she's 10 now, she's getting old and that, so she has got a couple little problems. She has got arthritis showing in her left hip, and also it was a little bit worried there's inflammation around her cruciate ligament. It's not gone yet, it's not torn, but has talked that he wanted to do some preventative surgery, and at the moment I don't really want to put Sky through it. She's 10 and it means they've been out of action for about 12 weeks. Short walks, no jumping up and about and all that. And I just feel I don't want to put her through it. The pet insurance is getting so expensive now. Now she's 10, they want £180 a month for her to be covered. Luckily we just got this x-ray done on last year's policy and that. But as I say, I think we're going to leave her be at the moment. We're going to get some medication off the internet for her joint problems, arthritis and that. But as I say, I really don't want to put her through a major operation on a cruciate ligament. So that's a little bit of an update on Sky. As I say, I think if something does happen to it, that'll be the time to have it put right. The cost to have it done is about £4 grand. If we have it done now, it will mean an £800 bill, because I do have to pay 20% of the insurance charge. So you can probably just make out the lovely East Carlton Hall over there. As I say, it hasn't been used, it's gone into disrepair now. All in front of us is what they call the Welland Valley, and that's where Medbourne is, over that direction. You got the Haringworth Viaduct, which you've probably seen on some videos, drone flights of mine. And as I say, it's a lovely little area of Northamptonshire to come. So we're just going to see if we can get a little bit of a drone flight in now. Bit of practice. Right, so we're going to head over into the little woodland section now. Just skirt by a couple of little duck ponds. We did just have a little bit of a drone flight. That was, as I say, my first one for about 7-8 weeks, I would guess, possibly even more. As I know, you know, I've been concentrating on the van build, and that's so. As I say, beautiful morning, no wind today. Well, I never really noticed this before. I think it's a new addition. This is a Cransley Hospice Trust, which treat people who are on the last days, unfortunately, and that's so. Little plaques there on there for whoever wanted a plaque putting up for remembrance, and that, because every moment matters. So we'll continue our little walk around. A little bit of a dinosaur there. Can't say I've noticed that before on our walks. And say, lovely and peaceful this morning. Well, I am going to try and restrict Sky a little bit. Just lately she hasn't been wanting to do too much in the afternoon, so as I say, we're trying to do things a little bit more slower for her, I would say. I want to give her a little bit of freedom still, because that's what she's used to, and I think just changing her ways wouldn't be right. Well, I think autumn is slightly coming earlier this year. There's quite a few leaves on the ground already. There have been since late August. Right, so let's go over this little bridge. We had to divert slightly then. They closed a little pathway off. Right, we'll head through this woodland section now. Right, regarding myself, everybody, you all know I had shoulder surgery back in January this year to do some repairs. I think some of the repairs worked, but I did end up with a frozen shoulder. Going back, well, I think it was just after we come back from our last holiday, I think July the 9th, I remember, we had a cortisone injection, steroid injection, try and ease it. Unfortunately, that didn't work, so we went back to see the surgeon on the 19th of August, and he suggested now I need a new shoulder replacement. So that's where we stand. Yesterday, what were we? The 8th of September, we went back to the Woodland Hospital in Kettering, and had a updated MRI scan, and that's all done. We're now waiting for the results of that, which will come back on the 7th of October, but he has provisionally booked me down now for a new shoulder joint, so it would be very nice to get that done this side of Christmas. So travel plans are a little bit on hold for the future. We've got one trip booked for next year. We've got the one still at Uphill Campsite and Marina, which we cancelled, when was it? Easter last year, because we wasn't recovered from the other shoulder surgery, and that's booked for just after the May bank holiday. It is, so that is the only thing booked at the moment. At the moment we'll have spur of the moment trips or go away in the camper, and that just for the odd night and that. So that's my shoulder. I'll tell you about the back next. Right, as you know, I do suffer with my back as well, hence retiring from the building trade after 45 years. As I say, luckily we did have a private pension to drop onto. I am seeing my back surgeon again on the 25th of October to see what he wants to do, and that it's going to be up to me whether I have surgery or not. As you know, or some of you know, I've got a trapped nerve, bulging disc and curvature of the spine, which needs sorting and rods putting down, but I'm just hoping we can possibly manage that on paid relief, possibly see if we can get a steroid injection into my back, and that. Back surgery, as you know, is very risky. Spinal cord, etc. One slight move and that's you paralysed from the waist down. So I thought so at the moment, everybody, get my shoulder done. I need to get some movement back in my shoulder. Daily life and tasks are getting harder and harder every day. So as I say, I'm just looking forward to that. I'd take it being done tomorrow if I could, and that, but we'll see, and that, but that's the priority at the moment, shoulder rather than back. Come on, Bo, this way. Well, I'll just show you the views. There's across the Welland Valley. As I say, it's a beautiful day, morning, hardly a cloud in the sky. I think tomorrow, Wednesday, is predicted to be quite a rainy day, and then the rest of the week is not very good. I think we're going to expect a wet few days in North Devon by what I can see with the weather forecast. Well, it's not an awfully long walk this, everybody. From the car park along the route, it's probably about 1.25 miles. You can go down into the little village of Middleton, Cottingham. There are some little cafes and pubs there if you wanted to do that and that, but whether you just keep walking around, you can go different round. There's different routes here, so at the end of the day you can make the walk as long as you want. Right, so once I do get the shoulder done, everybody, the recovery time will be a minimum of 3 months. The last time I was 10 weeks without driving and that, so it could be longer. As I say, it's going to be a full shoulder replacement plus any other repairs which he sees from the MRI scan. So as I say, I'm hoping that that'll be done and finished, recovery done for that May holiday to Uphill Marina, and then we can start booking some more serious trips. As I say, we probably will go away. We'll probably just, in the meantime, just go on the spur of the moment. I don't know where Sky's gone. Sky, darling, come here. But she hasn't gone far. But yeah, sort of just have some couple of days here and there. As I say, just go on the spur of the moment. If the weather's nice, we can go up to the east coast, Norfolk, up to Cromer, Sheringham, Blakeney, up towards Wales again. Anywhere down there, down that eastern side, even into Derbyshire, be nice. Go to Castleton. Well, regarding subscribers, we were on 1,799 as I'm shooting this vlog, everybody, so we could be gone down, we could be gone higher. It'd be nice to get to that 1,800. Yes, 1,800, very, very close now, everybody, and that we got to this next 100 quicker than I thought we would do. I think that's mainly been because of the van build, camper build and everything, and that we picked up a few new subscribers. As I say, I do lack comments, so it would be nice if everybody did comment and just hit that thumbs up. It just changes the algorithm to the channel. It gets put out to more people to watch and view. People see it as, oh, that's a nice video, lots of thumbs up on that, and as I say, it gets a little bit more promoted. And as I say, do subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Just literally just click that button, hit that bell icon, and then you will get any latest updates when we release new footage pretty well instantly, everybody. So as I say, on to the next milestone. If we pass the 1,800 while doing this vlog, everybody, and as I say, not too sure what we're going to do in North Devon. We're obviously going to have some beach walks and looks around. I think there's a lighthouse a couple of miles away and that, but it is going to be weather dependent, and how far I want to push Sky walking, to be honest. Right, so we're heading up towards the back end of the big mansion, the cricket pitch on the green, all the houses around, and as I say, it's a lovely setting. I would imagine most of the houses are touching £750,000 million now. Well, we'll probably see if we can get one more drone flight from here. As I say, a little bit of practice for me, a bit rusty on the controls at the moment. We're just using the Mini 4 Pro. Come January the 1st, the rules on drone flying change in this country, where we are allowed to then fly the slightly bigger drones like my Mavic 3 Classic and the Air 3 in more populated areas and that. So we'll be flying the bigger drones hopefully soon. A little bit better for on windy days they are. I'm not saying the quality of the videos are any better, but it's just a little bit better when you're flying on something small, 60 meters up in the sky. So a bigger one just holds its own more. But as you can see, you got some of the houses around the perimeter now of this lovely East Carlton Country Park estate. Well, I have missed these walks the last 3 weeks. As I say, the last 3 weeks or so has been dedicated to the camper build, and by the afternoon I've been totally knackered with my shoulder and my back, so we haven't even been going out too much. But as I say, we'll come out this morning and we'll do a few more hopefully in the future. Everybody, we should probably just go out for a nice few hours in our little camper day van, take some sandwiches, bring the drone, go for some nice walks, and that, find some new spots to go, probably out of Northamptonshire and that, and see what we can show you, everybody. Right, so we'll head over towards the cricket pitch area now. We'll see if we can get some more drone footage for you all. Right, another little flight just over this area, over the church, over the East Carlton Hall. So as I say, we're just walking by the cricket club pavilion now. As I say, what could you ask for better than this on a Sunday afternoon? Nice little setting. You got some tables out the front. I would guess it's licensed inside as well. Possibly you could have a beer or two. So we're going to head back towards the car park now in the park. Get back to my little camper van, my little day van. Alright, so we're just going to head into the gateway of the East Carlton Hall now. See if we can see if there's any progress work going on from the last time. There was some builders or skips in there and that, but I think they're just generally just having a clear out. We just had to go back on ourselves. Unfortunately, I'd took my glasses off, left them, and when you leave them on the grass, it's hard to find them and that. But so luckily we hit on the spot. I haven't quite got Sky trained for sniffing sunglasses out, but never mind, we got them. Right, we'll see if we can see anything through the gateway. Right, it would be lovely to see inside here and that, but there are a few online videos and that, but you can see I've got 360 cameras in there now, patrolling everything and that. It does look like they fitted some new windows in the top section, so it could be full renovation works going on. Anyway, watchers, subscribers, do hope you've enjoyed our little walk and talk around East Carlton Park this morning. Please do give me a comment, give me a like, do watch that little van tour and that, and the drone footage as well from here. And we'll see you on Friday down at Woolacombe, where we'll do the usual, we'll do the normal run into the site and possibly, weather dependent, a little walk around and look around. So we're back at the train again and we'll just head to the van.